Hello everyone, welcome back, it's Ben here. If you're new to my channel, I like to do reviews on some of my favorite 3D Blu-ray movies, and on occasion 4K titles as well. At the request of one of my close friends, I'm going to be doing a review on one of my favorite 90s films, Goodfellas, which I hope everybody has seen. I won't go into any plot detail because I'm assuming everyone has already seen it, and plus I wouldn't want to spoil it for you anyways. But just to start off with some tech specs, this is rated R. It's 145 minutes, so that puts it at 2 hours and 25 minutes. It was shot on 35mm film. It does have a 4K digital intermediate, and it is presented in 1.85 widescreen, so it will fill up your whole screen. You get 5.1 DTS HD master audio on this, so no significant upgrade on the audio. Just going into the picture, this does support HDR10. No Dolby Vision on this one. First things first, in Chapter 1, I immediately noticed lots of picture noise. It seemed almost as if Robert De Niro's face was alive with some sort of static skin. Why? I don't know. Maybe it was because it was recorded on 35mm film back in the 90s, or maybe it was just a bad transfer. I couldn't tell you. I've seen other movies that have been re-released on the 4K disc that are older than this that actually looked way better, that didn't have so much noise, so I don't really know what the issue is there. In Chapter 2, I instantly saw a slight upgrade compared to the 1080p Blu-ray version. It starts with the camera zooming out and you see a young Henry Hill there, and there's a significant difference in detail, like his eyebrows are more detailed. He seems to have more peach fuzz underneath his nose. You have a lot of color and reflection on his eyes, etc., etc., his pores, whatnot. You really only see this type of detail in some of the really close-up scenes, like when the camera is close up on their face. I didn't see it on any of the other scenes. Pretty much all the dark scenes throughout the movie suffer a lot with most of that noise I was referring to with the first scene. I mean, it's constantly distracting. For me, it had me messing around with the settings on my TV almost the whole time trying to get rid of it, but it's just the way it is. Some scenes did appear brighter, a little bit more colorful backgrounds. Other than that, I didn't see a huge difference between the Blu-ray version and this version, other than the fact that I think this one has a lot more static noise on it. So, for the picture quality, I'm sorry, but for a 4K transfer, I'm giving this 2.5 stars. You might disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. For the audio, like I said, you get 5.1 DTS HD master audio. Nothing special. I guess it's not really needed, for a big upgrade. I don't expect them to put Dolby Atmos or DTS-X on something like this, because it's an older movie and there's really not that much to work with. It's mostly just music and dialogue. I'm pretty sure throughout the whole movie I only heard the surround speakers, maybe sometimes with music softly playing in the background, and then the scene where he's in prison, you hear people talking, but it's very faint. I also have to say, I felt like the dialogue was not so loud. I don't know, I feel like the music in the movie was louder than the dialogue itself. So when you have scenes where there's music playing and Henry Hill is narrating, I don't know, sometimes I find it hard to hear his voice and you have to turn up the center speaker, but that's just me. So with the audio, I'd just give it a 3.5 star. Overall, as a total for the disc, I'd give it 3 stars. I don't think it's worth replacing if you have the 1080p version and you want to upgrade your 4K collection. I don't think it's worth spending the extra money, unless maybe you find it used somewhere at a good price. If you do have the money to throw around, by all means, go ahead and get it, because it does actually come with the Blu-ray version as well as a digital copy. I can't remember if the digital copy was UHD or not, to be honest. In fact, I'm not even sure if I redeemed it. But it's good that it comes with both, because if you end up not liking the 4K version, you'll have the Blu-ray version to fall back on. I know that sounds crazy. 4K, it's supposed to be better, but honestly, all that noise, that grain on the 4K version was just way too distracting for me. So, great movie. Maybe you have a different setup than I do. Maybe it'll look better, sound better on your system. It's all subjective. I was playing mine through a 65-inch LG B7, one of the OLED series. So who knows, maybe it'll look better on your TV. Well, that's all folks. If you liked the video, please hit subscribe. If not, thank you for watching. Have a great night.